Little product placement by IHOP. And now, again, I want pancakes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Old Lady Reacts. I'm the old lady, otherwise known as Michelle in Minneapolis. I'm a huge movie buff who has seen pretty much everything. I even worked at a video store for a few years, but somehow I skipped over an entire genre of movies. So I created this reaction channel where I react to action and superhero movies and TV shows that I'm viewing for the first time. And I started with the MCU because I wanted to understand all the references in WandaVision. And now that I'm all the way deep into phase 4, it's probably time to start like the DC universe. So let's get started with Man of Steel from 2013. I'm not sure how I feel about going into this universe because I can't imagine that it's even close to as good as the MCU. And I know there's some people out there who hate like all the love for the MCU, but yes, I am an MCU enthusiast now. But it's all because of like the quality of the stories and the connecting threads through all the films and the great acting and the dialogue and the relationship building and the friendships and all of that. Like, and you can see like the love that Marvel Studios has for these characters. And I haven't felt that in the X-Men or the non-MCU Spider-Man movies or Batman movies for the most part. Days of Future Past was a good exception to that. As well as like the first 2 Batman films back in the 80s. But for the most part, the other films that they're made by committee with the studio sticking their nose in too much to mess with a director's vision, if the director even was allowed to have a vision in the first place. And the movies just become a mishmash of ideas just to like maximize profits no matter what. But if I don't start it, I'll never get to Wonder Woman or the newest Batman movie, which I understand is pretty good. And I want to see Shazam, which I know is goofy, not great, but goofy, and I really like that idea. So yeah, all those movies. So I'm going to try to go into it, keeping an open mind, just go with it. I've been pleasantly surprised before. I really like Henry Cavill. I've seen the first season of The Witcher, and I thought that was pretty fun. I haven't gotten back to it yet, but yeah, I'm sure I will. And I loved the Enola Holmes on Netflix. I thought he was good in that. So I'm interested to see how he compares to Christopher Reeve, because Reeve has like this charming innocence to him that is super adorable and like non-threatening. And I'm not sure that Henry Cavill has that. But he is very handsome. He seems like he's a good actor, so I guess we'll find out. And I see that Amy Adams plays Lois Lane. I really like her. I also like Michael Shannon from Boardwalk Empire. If you haven't seen that yet, oh, you need to watch it. It's so good. Christopher Maloney, Kevin Costner, all these great actors. So, yeah. Have I liked anything else that Zack Snyder has directed? I have not seen any of his other movies, so I guess we'll be starting from scratch on his stuff. So, yeah. So right before we get started, please support my channel by subscribing, and so you can find me easily and watch more of my videos. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the bell to be notified when I post the next reaction. I also have an Instagram now, yay! And the link for that is downstairs in the description, as well as on the little header thing on my channel. So yeah, let's dive into Man of Steel. I'm also really curious too, like, which of the story, like how are they going to handle the origin story? Because, we've seen all of that already with the original Superman movies. So I'll be curious if I had some issues with that when in the original Christopher Reeves one. So we'll see if they maybe handle that better, or just like they just skip over it completely. You never know what you're going to get with these newer ones.
I warned you. Harvesting the core was suicide.
Jesus, why is the camera so shaky?
The Codex. I will ensure the survival of our race. There is still hope.
Why is the camera so shaky? Good God. Hello, Michael Shannon in the huge shoulder pads.
Of nothing.
Then join me. Help me save our race. We'll start anew.
Oh, we know how we feel about the hand on the shoulder thing. Never a good idea. Looks like a never-ending story.
It's a seemingly intelligent population.
Seemingly intelligent. I wouldn't go too far with that, but... You better hurry up. Get the kid out of there. Hey, go. We're spending quite a while on this fight when it's really what the movie's about.
And he's beyond your reach.
Somehow I don't think so.
I will find him. I will reclaim what you have taken from us.
Thank you, guards, for letting him stand there to say that. Did they realize what those look like? Oh dear. All right.
This is the end.
So they got the criminals off the planet before it was destroyed, but they couldn't get anybody else off the planet before it was destroyed? So 20 minutes of all that, and we know that that's not even the main story? They could have done that in like 8 minutes. I feel like they wanted to just show off their special effects stuff, you know? It seems to be coming out of nowhere. Like, how did he get there? Why is he there? Why did he, you know? Again, it seems like it's just told because of like, hey, look what I could do.
Look what I can do!
Oh, it's got some friends. That's nice. Jesus, he's jacked. Holy cow. How do you even get muscles that big, not cut? My God. Yeah, I might have left him.
Well, I think you're blowing it a little out of proportion.
No, I'm not. Lana saw it too, and the Fordham.
So what does she want from them? So they saw it, okay. So what does she want? Can't you just be glad?
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Jesus, again with this shaky camera. What is going on? Again with the shaky camera. It's like making me dizzy. Like, it's fine when it's, you know, an action scene and there's a whole lot going on, like in the camera work thing, but in the quiet moments, it needs, let's focus on the actor's face and be still.
Hey, asshole, don't forget your tip.
You gotta kick his ass now. Oh. Okay, that'll do. It'd be nice if they used a more interesting reason for all of that, though. Like, it's kind of a cliche shorthand to, oh, we grabbed her ass, so I gotta protect her, you know, so that kind of thing.
I gotta confess, Miss Lane, I'm not a fan of the daily planning.
Again, with the shaky camera, you can't even, like, see what's going on. Why do they think that this is good? I think you need to insulate that camera equipment because it probably ain't gonna work in that cold. Your batteries sure ain't gonna work. How did she even get up there? What the? I think we skipped a few steps there. That's another cliche I hate in movies too, when people are wearing necklaces and they just like pull it. Like, that never works. And when you try to do that in real life, like, how chintzy is your jewelry that would work? I mean, I suppose he is Superman. Maybe he could just like pull it off. But then, like, what if you wanted to take it out and pull it back on? Put it back on. You wouldn't be able to. So what is happening? Did he fly it away or did...
Guiding presence authenticated. All systems operational.
Like, they can't even do a track shot around him without it shaking. Like, it's like... It's very annoying and it's very distracting.
Accomplishing wonders.
What happened?
Has there been a single scene yet of him just, like, being Clark? Like, who... Like, what's his personality? Like, it's just so... Like, there's no There's no inner character of him. And we're, 46 minutes in, like, who is he, like, as a person?
That's what this symbol means. The symbol of the House of El means hope.
So if it's the House of El, why is it an S? Do we find that out? So he just was like, here's your suit, go wear it? Like, that seems odd. So what is the ship that was in the ice? Like, cause it's not the thing that General Zod and the other traitors were sent into the black hole with. And it's not what he was sent, what Superman was sent to protect his safety and eventually landed on Earth, because that's in Kansas with the mom and dad. So the story isn't making sense here a lot.
Looking for Pete Ross. Do you know him?
Yeah, he works at the IHOP. You go down the road.
IHOP. No, I want pancakes. Puppy. I know I keep complaining about the shaky camera, but like, it's making my eyes go wonky. Well, they are in Kansas. Is it time for a tornado? Don't leave the dog in the car. Why are there that many cars on the road in Kansas? Like, is there a big rush hour in Kansas?
Get your mom to the overpass.
No, go get the dog. He's literally like Superman. Let him go get the dog. That doesn't make any sense to me why he would do that. So I can't imagine Clark just standing there watching this happen and allowing it to happen. Like, we got some serious story issues going on here. And why is her sweater so tight? Oh my God. Because, didn't the dad die of a heart attack in the first one? Like, that seems more realistic of like, Superman can't fix that.
Go get him!
Jesus, the camera is so fucking shaky. Like, what is happening? Like, I literally, like, can't look at the screen. Like, there's no rest. Like, my eyes cannot rest for a second. It's so weird. Why do they think this is okay?
I know where I come from now.
Wow. That's wonderful.
And her first question isn't like, well, come inside. Tell me. Like, she doesn't want to know? Okay, so he likes football. That's good to know. He has some, some personality. Like, nice. The hell is that? Or are they taking over all power and communications?
You are not alone.
That's not the words you ever want to hear when aliens land. You are not alone. That's creepy.
Then, of course, there's the question on everyone's mind. Who is this Kal-El person? Does he actually...
Well, we don't know either, because we've barely seen any like personality or interaction with him and anybody else. As an adult, at least. Like, there's just, there's no...
I've been given orders to hand you over to him.
Do what you have to do, General.
How do we all of a sudden get here?
Thank you.
The story construction just is so, it's kind of weird. I feel like should be like a Superman for the new generation, but I feel like the kids aren't getting that same experience that we got, where it's just like the build of the story that we got in the original, and the build of his kind of personality, and like, does he have a personality? It's like, it's very frustrating. I'm very frustrated. Can you tell? Sorry. I hope I'm not tearing apart anybody's absolute favorite movie in the whole wide world or something, but I probably am.
You are. You can forgive Cal any lapses in decorum. He's a straight...
The whole beard thing without a mustache always looks so odd to me.
when you accessed the ancient scout ship.
You led us here.
Oh, so okay, so that's the first time we've heard the phrase the ancient scout ship. So now we at least know what that was. All right. Little product placement by IHOP. And now, again, I want pancakes.
Remember, the phantom drives are essential in stopping them. Move your head to the left.
See, if someone gave me that signal, I'd probably move my head to the right just because I'm an idiot in that way. I'm like, oh, you mean this way? Seems a weird way to like jump off a ship. You like go backwards and then turn around. Like, why wouldn't you turn around and then jump off? Like, it seems odd, but then he could have like looked back and said goodbye to his father or something. Like, you know, just seems odd. I was trying to like reconstruct the movie as I watch it.
You betrayed my mother!
So he's basically going to ruin the whole town.
12 degrees.
Like, did we see him come off of the ship or something? I'm confused as to what that is. Yeah, eject maybe, yeah, and crash the plane and blow up the entire town. There goes the IHOP. Yes, puny humans and their guns. I think we've established that shooting at them really doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do anything, dude. Are you done? Okay, if the gun didn't work, I really don't think a little dagger's going to either. I mean, it's just like let's just pile explosions on top of explosions on top of explosions. So can you not shoot at me, please? Kind of over that today.
Because I have located the Codex.
Was he in? He was in Men in Black, I think.
It's a viable plan. And if I don't stop that machine over the Indian Ocean, the gravity field will continue to expand.
What is this? Another half hour of this? I didn't realize I was watching an alien movie. I thought I was watching a superhero movie. Like, this is more of an alien movie than Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just weird. Does Superman cough? Like, what a strange idea. So weird alien thing. Those are like the tentacles on Octo. Who's the Doc Ock in Superman or Spider-Man 2? Is that Spider-Man 2? I know you guys will tell me.
Pulling our missiles down. We gotta get closer.
Like, I feel like we've seen so many in the middle of a city things coming down from aliens, blowing things up in the city kind of thing. Like, I feel like we've seen enough of that. And now it seems like it's an alien movie, or is it Top Gun, or is it Independence Day, which I haven't seen again like for like decades, so I don't know. But or is it Men in Black, or is it, you know, like it's like it's trying to put all these different movies all into the same thing. What I'm not feeling is that it's a superhero movie. Yeah, Superman coughing seems weird to me. I don't know what that is. It just seems like he wouldn't need to.
No, don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
We're not gonna leave you.
Okay.
Lamar!
I don't know that they've
Over here and help me.
established that we should care about these people yet at all, really. Like,
You know, they say it's all downhill after the first kiss.
I've literally never heard that phrase before in my life. It's all downhill after the first kiss? Like, who says that?
You have taken from me.
Is there another fight now? Like, oh, Jesus. Why do we need another fight for? Like, this is like going on and on and on. And more buildings falling, because we haven't seen enough buildings falling yet. And it's going to blow up because they look like fuel trucks. Oh.
There's only one way this ends, Cal. Either you die or I do.
Yeah. We know. It's supposed to be some big, like, philosophical statement or something. Like, what? Oh my God. So he could have done that at any moment. Why did he wait on that? Left it a little late. She just gets around. She just happens to show up wherever all the action is happening, like within seconds. Like, how does that even logically work? So he had to kill the bad guy. I guess that, like, is that why he is upset? I don't know that I'd be that upset about that. Like, the guy literally tried to destroy Earth and like all of the humans on it. Like, and we're upset about that?
How do we know you won't one day act against America's interests?
I grew up in Kansas, General. I'm about as American as it gets.
They're still fighting him on this? Like, what? Oh. Like, after all that, he literally saved Earth, and they're still going to be like, no, you're still an alien and we don't trust you?
I just think he's kind of hot.
Get in the car, Captain.
That's not a funny line. Okay. Okay, so did they at any point in the throughout the movie actually call him the Man of Steel? Like, is it dinner time? Yeah, I think it's Mama's dinner time too after that crappy movie. Yeah. Oh, that was not good, y'all. Seriously. Seriously. It had no idea what kind of movie it was trying to be. Like, was it supposed to be a superhero movie or an alien movie or a space movie or an action movie or an apocalypse movie or a military movie? Like, what? It was just like a jumble of styles and ideas, that none of them being done well. What it really didn't feel like was any kind of superhero movie. Like, who's our hero? Do we care about him at all? And it was just like explosion on top of fight, on top of collision, on top of collapsing building, over and over and over again. Is that what fans of these movies want to see? Like, nothing but explosions and buildings falling and planes crashing? Like, who's impressed by that anymore? That's what I don't get. Like, we've seen that so many times. We know it's all CGI. They can create anything that they imagine and make it look pretty real. Like, why do people want to still see that without, like, the core of a story or character to give it meaning? And there was hardly any world building or character building or relationship building. Like, the only dialogue that existed was purely expositional. It meant nothing beyond, like, here's the story we're telling. It meant, it did nothing to show character or relationship at all. Like, did I laugh once in a real actual reaction to actual humor the entire time? Like, I don't, and not in the sheer awe of the ridiculousness of what I was watching. Like, I don't think I had a sincere laugh at any time in these entire 2 hours. Like, there was no charm or cleverness or connection in anything here. It just, oh, I wish I knew how movies like this actually got made without someone in the screening room at the studio pointing out how bad it is. Like, are the people who work there, are they just too polite to say anything? Or do they not know? Like, did they not ever go and see other movies to compare? Like, did they not see Captain America before they made this? Did they not see Iron Man before they made this? Like, do they not know what like makes actually good stories and what works and what doesn't on screen? And like, or do they just like see it kind of realize like it's too far gone to fix? And they're like, you know what? I got other stuff to work on. You guys have fun. See ya, you know? And the whole like shaky camera thing, it makes this movie just like completely unwatchable. My eyes are literally tired trying to focus on the faces of the actors. And I have no problem with a shaky camera work when the scene and the action call for it. You know, you want the viewer to be unsettled. It's like a found footage documentary style scene or whatever. It's a legit style choice when it's used well. But two people standing in the cornfield in the middle of the day having a conversation, for God's sake, give them a dolly or a tripod. Like, this is not the Blair Witch Project. My brain is literally fried from trying to watch this movie. And maybe that's where like my tiredness, frustration is coming out in tiredness or something, but I don't know. And poor Henry Cavill, he tried so hard to be like real and human, but also superhero, like, and to be just confused about what was happening and who he was. Like, he tried so hard. But there was just nothing for him to work with, but I'm a superhero, Dad. What do I do? Like, that's all he had. And Amy Adams always tries her damnedest to be interesting, but there just wasn't enough dialogue. Like, she's a very dialogue-heavy actress. Like, she does that really well, and like the connecting and being funny or being clever or something. There just wasn't enough for her to work with. And Michael Shannon, I don't know what he was just doing. It was one note throughout the entire thing. I'm trying to think of something that actually works in this movie, and I honestly can't come up with anything. The story is a mess. The intro scenes, like the beginning scenes, went on way too long. Oh, you know what? I just don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, so I'm going to go have some pizza or something because I think I deserve it. So thanks so much for watching my reaction. You know, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe, thumbs up, bell button. I can't be bothered. So thanks for watching with me. Bye, y'all.